Hey guys and gals, I just want to, obviously I'm not in the room today, so I wanted to leave a video, and we are going to practice converting our fractions into decimals. I'm going to do a couple with you, then I'm going to let you pause the video and work some by yourself, unpause and see if you got it right. Now if you just listen to the video and copy what I have down, that's not going to do you much good. You need to actually be trying, and you guys know my motto. We need to try. That's how we learn. We have pencils with erasers. We make mistakes and we go back and fix it. Now first and foremost, I write big. I know that I cannot fit my work in here. So I am going to write it on notebook paper. Because I know how I am. Try to get that adjusted. Here we go. All right, 5/8. Now to convert a fraction into a decimal, we know that this fraction bar means to divide. And I believe we talked about this when I have n over d, my numerator over my denominator. That means my numerator is the dividend and my denominator is the divisor. So this helps me know how I set it up. So for number 1, that's going to be 8 into 5. And I go ahead and add my decimal and my 0. Now, to make my life easier, I like to list out my multiples of 8. 8 times 1. 8 times 2, 8 times 3. Now, let's say for some reason you don't know these. After I get here, I just add 8 to the next one. So 24 plus 8 gives me 32. I add 8 more, that gives me 40. I add 8 more, that gives me 48. I add 8 more, and that's going to give me 56. I add 8 more, 64. I add 8 more, and that gives me 72. So again, I personally think that this helps. Alright, so now back over here. I'm going to bring my decimal straight up. Remember, I don't know why that keeps getting messy. Remember, you need to kind of be neat on this, because if I put the decimal in the wrong place, that changes the value of my number. If I put a digit in the wrong place, that changes the value of my number. All right, will 8 go into 5? If I look over here, nope, it won't. So I'm going to put a 0. 0 times 8 is 0. Subtract, and I get 5. I need to bring down my 0. Now will 8 go into 50? How this helps you is you look over here and see what's the closest number to 50 without going over. I found 48, and that is 8 times 6. So that means 8 will go into 50 6 times. 6 times 8 is 48, because I've already got that worked over here. And now I can subtract. I borrow, I get a 2. Remember, we have to keep working until we either A, see something that repeats, or B, we have a remainder of 0. So now I'm going to add another 0. Bring it down. Okay, 8 into 20. So without going over, the closest thing is 8 times 2. So that means I'm going to put a 2 here. 8 times 2 is 16. And then I can subtract. 20 minus 16 gives me 4. It's not repeating yet. It hasn't ended. Don't have a remainder of 0. So add another 0 here. Bring it down. Can 8 go into 40? Oh look, 8 times 5 is 40. So put my 5 there. 8 times 5 is 40. I subtract, and I have no remainder. So therefore 5/8 as a decimal is 0.625. 625 thousandths. This was a positive, so this is still going to be a positive. All right, let's look at number 2. -4 over 25. This one's a negative, but we still do our division the same way. So I'm going to put 25 as my divisor and 4 as my dividend. And I'm going to go ahead and add my decimal and my 0. All right, 25. That's a big number. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do this. Oops, I wrote that backwards. Because, again, I think this helps. 25 times 1 is 25. 25 times 2 is 50. 25 times 3 is 75. 25 times 4 is 100. Now, if you don't know these, remember, you're just adding 25 each time. 25 times 5 is 125. 25 times 6 is 150. 25 times 7 is 175. 25 times 8 is 200. And 25 times 9 is 225. All right. I'm going to bring my decimal up. Will 25 go into 4? No. So I'm going to put a 0 there. 0 times 25 is 0. Subtract, I come up with 4. Bring it down. Oop. Bring down my 0. Will 25 go into 40? Yeah, it will. It will only go in there one time. So I'm going to put my 1 here. 1 times 25 is 25. Put my 25 here. Subtract. Got 15. I'm not done because remember, I keep working until it repeats or it ends. So I'm going to add another 0 and bring it down. All right, we're looking for 150. Can 25 go into 150? Oh, look, right here it is. It goes in there 6 times. 6 times 25 is 150. I subtract. Remainder of 0. So I'm going to come back over here. So that means my answer, 4/25 as a decimal, is 0.16, 16 hundredths. But remember, this was a negative, so that means this is also a negative. Now, if you look, here's another one that, number 9, also ends in 25. So can I go back and just use this one for that one? Yeah, you don't need to recreate it if you already have it down on paper. All right. Now, here's where I want us to pause the video. You pause me, and you try number 3. Go as far as you can go. Then, come back, unpause the video, and check yourself. Okay? Please pause the video and try it on your own. All right. Welcome back. Number 3 is negative 12 over 20. So that means 20 is my divisor, 12 is my dividend. I'm going to come over here and write them. 20 times 1, 20 times 2, 20 times 3, 20 times 4, 20 times 5, 20 times 6, 20 times 7, 20 times 8, and 20 times 9. All right, here we go. Bring my decimal point up. Can 20 go into 12? No. So 0 times 20 is 0. Subtract, and I get 12. Bring down this 0. So I'm looking for 120. Do I have 120 listed? By George, there it is. It goes in there 6 times. 6 times 20 is 120. Oh, this one is an easy one. I'm already to know remainder. So negative 12/20 as a decimal is going to be negative 0.6, negative 6/10. That wasn't too bad, was it? All right, let's pause the video again. And you're going to work number 4. So please, please, please hit pause and try number 4 on your own. All right, welcome back. All right, my 40 into 7. And I'm going to go ahead and add my 0. All right, 40 times 1 40 times 2, 40 times 3, 40 times 4, 40 times 5, 40 times 6, 40 times 7, 40 times 8, and 40 times 9. Oh, I apologize. You cannot see that. There we go. Take a second and check to make sure you have that down right. My apologies. That had to be frustrating. Okay. Now, can 40 go into 7? Oh, bring your decimal up. I forgot. But 40 cannot go into 7. 0 times 40 is 0. Subtract. Bring down my 0. Can 40 go into 70? Well, not evenly, but I can see 70 goes between 40 and 80. So 40 is going to go into 70 one time. 1 times 40 is 40. Subtract, and I get 30. I need to bring down another 0. 300. I'm sure glad I have this written out. So which one is closest to 300 without going over? 40 times 7. So that means my 7 goes here. 40 times 7 is 280. And now I can subtract. I get 20. Still having a remainder, and it does not repeat yet. So I need to add another 0. Bring it down. 200. Well, it looks like it falls between 160 and 205. So that means it's going to be 160. It goes in there 4 times. That's a bad looking 4. Try that again. 40 times 4 is 160. Do my subtracting, and I get 40. Oh my goodness, how long is this one? Did I make a mistake somewhere? Oh, hold on a minute. I think I made a mistake. I did. Did you catch my mistake? What is my mistake? See if you can find it. I will ask what my mistake is tomorrow. So find my mistake. Okay, what I'm going to ask that you do is you're going to continue on. Now, if you look, there's some denominators that we've already got listed for. There's 20, there's 40, there's 25, so that kind of makes it a little easier for you. Down here are answers. Each answer will appear one time. So like we got 0.625 625 thousandths. That's this one right here. So I'm going to mark that out. For number 2, we got negative 16 hundredths. Mark that out. Number 3, I got negative 6/10. Mark that out. So it's kind of you're checking yourself basically by doing this. I want you to finish this page, and then we're going to start dividing with repeating decimals.